Hi, welcome to videomathlessons.com. This is an Algebra 2 and Trigonometry quick lesson. This is lesson number 8, Rational Equations. Now, when we talk about rational equations, what we're talking about are, sometimes you hear them called fractional equations. They're equations that have fractions. And what we're going to have here is these are called binomials. And over here we have a trinomial. Now, I don't like how this is set up already. I don't like the trinomial over here, so we're going to have to factor this. And I really don't like this minus right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to move that minus upstairs. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about, when you see a fraction, so like this is just a little side here, don't write this. If you have a negative half, well, it could be right here, I put upstairs, or it could be out front, which is the case we have, or it could be downstairs. All right, now, I really don't like it downstairs. Out front is where we are right now, but I want to move it upstairs, so that's going to work better for our problem. So, let's try it. I'm going to move it upstairs. I'm going to factor this as we go. So it's going to be x over x minus 4 plus, because I'm going to move that negative upstairs with the 1, over x plus 3 equals 28. And now I got to factor this. So I need something that factors, breaks down, multiplies to make 12, adds up to make a 1. Just so happens, if I had to guess, 4s and 3s, because they're floating around inside the problem already. And luckily for us, it happens to be a negative 4 and a positive 3. And a lot of times, they kind of make it work if they want you to do it. So what you need to do is find the common denominator, the CD. You look around at the bottom and see what you have. I have x minus 4s and x plus 3s. That is my common denominator. Now, what I'm going to do with the common denominator, I'm going to multiply each top, all the numerators, by x minus 4, x plus 3. Each one. As long as you do all the fractions, you don't change any of the values. So I got x minus 4, x plus 3. Now I'm going to go through and cancel as we go. So here we go. X minus 4 cancels x minus 4. First term is x times x plus 3. Next one. X plus 3 cancels x plus 3. I have a negative 1 times x minus 4. Last fraction, both cancel, equals 28. Now what we got to do is we got to clean this mess up. So what we're going to do is we're going to distribute. We're going to distribute each of these. It's quadratic. We're going to set it to 0. Factor solve. So let's try it. X times x is x squared plus 3x minus x minus minus is plus 4 equals 28. So let's clean this up here. And we'll move this 28 over. Subtract 28 from both sides. So we have x squared plus 2x. 3x minus x is 2x. Move this over, we get minus 24 equals 0. I'm going to factor this, and I got to say, what times what is 24? Adds up to 2. Well, 6 times 4 is 24, and they're 2 apart. The sign in the middle goes with the bigger, so it's plus 6 minus 4. And we're ready to solve it. So now we draw the line down the middle. X equals negative 6. X equals positive 4. Now we have to look at the problem though. Look at the original problem. There's 2 numbers here that are not allowed. Okay? So we have 2 bad numbers. If this is a positive 4, that's bad because it makes it undefined, or negative 3. So if it's a 4 or a negative 3, bad. Now let's go down to the bottom here. That's a 4. I'm not allowed to use it. Okay, it's a reject. Now, I don't do anything weird. I don't start scribbling stuff out. It's just a reject. So when I say, what's my final answer? X equals -6. That's the answer. Let's try another one. This one should go a little faster because we already set it up. Now, this has 3 things I don't like. Well, I don't like this. I'm going to factor that. This negative, I could move, but then I got this. That's weird. Now, what you need to know, that's a -1 trick. It's written backwards. So now, I could move the 2 up. So let's take a look at this. 1 over x plus 3. Now, this is called factoring. I'm going to plus a -2, and we're going to do the factor out of -1. Now, if I take out a -1, it moves it, changes it to x minus 3, which is the way we normally see it, equals 4 over, and we'll factor this as we go, x plus 3, x minus 3. You find the common denominator, x plus 3, x minus 3. You put that on all the tops. X plus 3, x minus 3. X plus 3, x minus 3. Don't forget this side. X plus 3, x minus 3. Your goal is to get rid of the fractions, the bottoms. Now let's clean up here. What do we got here? X plus 3 cancels x plus 3. I have 1 times x minus 3. And I really didn't need to write this, but I'll just leave it. Now take a look here though. Wait a second. Plus a minus over a minus, they cancel out. It's really a plus 2. Well, that's nice. I don't really like the negatives. X minus 3 is canceled, so I get x plus 3. On this side, they both cancel. I get a 4. Now, just like the last problem, we're going to distribute. Combine. And then we're going to solve. We're going to subtract 3 from both sides. And I get 1/3 is my answer. 1/3. Now, what would be bad in this problem? Well, from up here, if I had plus or minus 3, that would be bad. That's a 1/3. That's okay. Nothing wrong with 1/3. And if you really want to, you could check it. Plug it in. I would probably store it as x and then plug it in and then check it. That's what I would do. Well, that's it. Hopefully this helped a little bit with the rational equations. Remember to hit up the website to see more lessons at videomathlessons.com. Have a nice night.